Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Let's see what the hell we got going for y'all today.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
What?
Never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
Go.
go.
Hey, Fancy Pansies. Hey, McCliver. Hey.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Hey.
To the system, I don't want
Let me go to Facebook.
I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me
I
bitch,
invite
nah,
pain.
don't complain.
What?
Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain.
Hey. Question and answer day.
Got the key ingredients, believe. They'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow,
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
no hope, you can still go.
Hey.
I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go,
Go.
go, 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 go.
You know, y'all listening to these words? It says, even when you feel low, you could go. What?
You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain.
What?
That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay.
Get this message.
Saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts and put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door.
Hey.
And finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go.
You can still go.
Even when you feel slow,
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when you lost hope, you can still go. Hey, you got that message? Did y'all get that message? Even when you feel low, you can still go. Did y'all get that? I'm just making sure, because that was a whole fucking message. Okay? Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel hopeless, you can still go. You can still go. Many of us on here know a lot about that shit. You know, I want to say happy motherfucking hump day. That's the first thing I want to motherfucking say. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Georgie. Good morning, Johnny Hill. Good morning, One Reliable Sin, Hearts of Fire, McCliver, Fancy K, Fancy Pansies. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in as we gather. You know, I found this song on YouTube, right? Because I'm working really hard to try to find music that doesn't get me in trouble with copyright infringement. And these are some songs that YouTube allows me to use without falling into the copy infringement. And when I found that song, I was like, wait a minute. That got a whole fucking bop. Hey, Lele. Hey, Tanya. I said, that shit got a whole fucking bop to it. When you feel low, you can still go. When you feel hopeless, you can still go. You can still go. You can still go. I know about that shit. Hey, Glamour 47. Okay? I know all about feeling hopeless and feeling low and it almost knocking me to my knees, right? Where I didn't think I could do anything else, achieve anything more. I was tired, right? But there's something in us that says you can still go. You can still go. Baby, I believe it. I believe it. I'm still here. All right. Shirley said, at Georgie, impressive and inspiring. I've been practicing the twerk cheeks. Let me, Georgie, can I be honest? I was up in here trying to do the shit. I was trying to do the shit for my boo thing. I was like, look at me try to twerk, move my butt in isolation like my homegirl do. He was like, keep practicing. I was like, oop. I was like, keep practicing. What? You don't see my ass the fuck moving? He was like, yeah, but both shits, everything moving. The fuck? What you isolating? I don't give a fuck, Georgie. Fuck you and your ass. With love, of course. With love, of course. Oh, this shit is loud. It was loud. All right. With love, of course. With love, of course. All right. Hey, Amazon 46 Triple D. Hey, Madison 1228. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all know what the fuck today is. Okay. Listen, Georgie, I'm going to keep practicing, but my butt be getting sore. I'm trying. I I'm trying to live my best life out here, you know, but my whole ass be moving. I'm like, how the fuck you get one cheek to move without the other? Maybe if somebody come and hold one cheek for me while I practice moving, like hold the left cheek and let me just try to move the right cheek. How about that shit? This don't make no fucking sense. We need writing instructions. Good morning, I am Jacinta. McCliver said, next time stop moving your breast all the place so I can hear the words. Ah! No, you didn't. My breasts were distracting you. They were distracting you, you know? Sorry about that, you know. They there. I can't do shit about that. But good morning, y'all. Happy motherfucking hump day. All right. Hey, Mika Norris. Good morning. Cheryl Lee said we on here talking about, y'all know what today is, right? Question and assholes day. That's what I call it, right? Because the answers are really opinions, and opinions are like assholes. And some people don't always like the opinions that we give. But the one thing we do on Coffee with Friends is we respect everybody's opinion. You don't have to like the person's opinion, but you will respect their opinion because that's what Coffee with Friends is about. Understanding everybody's perspective. You ain't got to like it. That's what makes us all the fuck different. If we were Stepford wives and Stepford husbands, then we will all be walking the same, talking the same, living the same. Everything would be the same, but we are different, which means what? Different outcome, different perspectives, right? Just respect each other's perspectives. That's it. And that's motherfucking all. You ain't got to like it. Right? So today is questions and assholes day. That's what I fucking call it. I already got my question. All right. But I don't want my question to be the only question. So all you motherfuckers had a whole week to come up with some questions that y'all want to show, that y'all want to put in on the show. Okay. Another thing. Thank you, Amazon 46 Triple D. I got a couple of y'all that are moderators unofficially, and I love it and I appreciate y'all. Amazon 46 Triple D said she ain't seen no hearts when y'all came in on IG. So if you are on IG, take a pause for a minute and throw me some hearts. Keep me in that algorithm, y'all. Okay? Listen, share my video out, at somebody, let them know that they could join. Right? That's IG's homework. YouTube, make sure you come into YouTube. You give me the thumbs up, never the thumbs down, and you comment. You say, hey, you let me know you here. If you on Facebook, don't scroll by because y'all Facebookers are rude. Y'all just the fuck scroll the fuck by. Don't say shit. Nothing. Sometimes. Okay. Kev always stop off in Facebook on his rounds from IG, Facebook, then ultimately ends up on YouTube as protagonist. I love y'all. Okay. Show me some support. I show up here free. Y'all show the fuck up here free. We have coffee, tea, and some of us motherfuckers on here smoking weed. I don't know where y'all weed smokers are at, but I got my coffee. Get y'all shit. Thank you, I am Jacinta. Thank you. It's my summer thing. You know, this is I think this is going to be my summer look. And I'm very devastated right now because I'm light skinned. I'm getting light skin again. Right? I was in Jamaica and I was dark, dark Hershey chocolate. You know what this mean, right? This mean that the next motherfucking hot day and I got some time, I'm going to the beach. And I promise y'all, what was one of the things that I said on Coffee with Friends that was on my bucket list? What was one of the things? If y'all rocked out with me from the beginning, y'all know what the fuck I said. I got you, the general. Y'all know what the fuck I said about my bucket list. One of the things on my bucket list is being able to do shit by myself, right? Just being able to do shit by yourself because people are not always into the same activities you're into. I'm a beach bum. I have a lot of people in my life that are not beach bums, right? And I don't like going to the beach and being told, we only gonna be out here 2 hours. No. When I get to the beach, I don't know when I'm leaving. I don't. I put the tent up. When I get too fucking hot, I go in there. I come back out. I'm there all the fuck day. Dead serious. So I am going to carve out a day. I don't give a fuck if it's during the week or the weekend. The next motherfucking hot day, I'm packing up my shit and I'm going to lay on the beach and rub my ass up with some cooking grease and get me some color. That's it. I'll let y'all know where I'm at. If y'all want to join in, you're more than welcome. Okay. The general said, headed to Tennessee Titans practice today. Got a media credential for today's practice. I love it. Good for you. You doing things, the general. I love it. I am Jacinta said, oh my goodness, that's me. I love the beach and all the sounds. Baby, come. Come here. Come here, I am Jacinta. Because since last summer, I was saying, me and you got to beach bum it out. Because you look like you on the same shit that I'm on. Big ass hat, some drinks, something to snack on. And that's the fuck it. Come here. Or me come there. Come here, me there. Whatever the fuck. Okay? You're welcome, Georgie. We watching that ass. The fuck? You got a whole production going on. All right? Georgie said, just hit it. Thanks for the reminder. Okay. Thank you, Georgie. Thank you for hitting that like. A heart to fire. I know you do both, and I appreciate you. Johnny said, congratulations, the general. Congratulations. Hey, Shahid, Elijah, Allah. Good morning. Yep, I appreciate you, heart to fire. I do. So what the fuck are we talking about today? Today is question and answer day. Now I know the fuck. I follow the fucking rules, okay? I came here with my question and answer. All right? Coffee with Friends can't see it because I put it on my podcast, but it don't fucking matter because I'm gonna read it out loud. But it's not just about the question that I'm asking today, right? Today is an open forum. Wednesdays, hump day, is an open forum. We are middle of the week. This is get shit off your chest. Any question that you might want to ask. It don't have to be a serious question. It could be any kind of question. Anything you think you want to know or something you want to tell us, an experience you want to tell us. Share the shit. I I have a question. I saw this floating around social media the other day. And, when I looked at it, at one point in my life, I would have side-eyed the question, like, what? That don't sound right. But me personally, I know people that fit this criteria, right? And so I want to know, because a lot of people on here that join Coffee with Friends, single, right? And we talk about the dating arena and the things that we look for in the dating arena, and we also talk about that in the dating arena there's pee and doo-doo, right? So my question today is based off a question that I saw floating around social media, okay? And at first I was going to respond differently, but then I sat back and I thought about it and I reflected on the people that I know in my life, and I said, let me wait before I answer this question because I know folks. Okay. So my question today is for you guys, for you motherfuckers on Coffee with Friends is you meet a partner, they are 50, right? Around 50 years old, 48, 49, 50, whatever the fuck, they up there. Okay. They never been married, never been in a long-term relationship, and do not have children. What is your first impression of that person? Since we say first impressions are important, right? Statements are good, the general. Statements are good. If you don't have a question and you have a statement, we can feed off of that or a testimony, whatever it is, okay? And I'm going to put the guest link up in the podcast. in case anybody want to join. Um, you meet a partner around 50 years old, never been married, never been in a long-term relationship. Yesterday we talked about not never being in love, never having the experience of being in love, not knowing what that feels like, right? We talked about that yesterday. Today I want to talk about meeting someone up in age, never been married, never been in a long-term relationship, okay? Do not have children. First impressions are important. We say it all the time. Hey, naturally pampered butter. Hey, so blessed. Good morning. We say it all the time. What would be your first impression of this person? 50 years old, never married, never been in a long term, 50 years old, never married, never been in a long term relationship, and do not have children. What is your first impression? What is your first impression? Glamour 47 said, uh, what's wrong with him or her? Okay, that's one perspective, right? Glamour 47 is saying the first thing that would come to her mind is, what is wrong with him or her? Hey, Uhu. Hey, Yoga Girl Sai. What do you guys say? You know, I stared at this question and I was like, oh! the, Wait a minute. The general said at Glamour 47, they've been hoeing their whole life. That could be that, right? Talking about they never wanted to settle down. Then they fucking turn around and they 50, right? Madison says stress free, laugh out loud, married to their career. That's another one. Married to their career. You know, I had a friend. Keep the answers coming. Run up the comment section. I got y'all. I had a girlfriend. And I said had because I hadn't hung with her in donkey's years. And I just don't keep titles on people just because, right? So I had a friend. The fuck? Okay. Listen, I'm in a healing season. People don't reserve space in my life that don't need. So I had a friend and she focused on her career, her education, to the point where when we were in our 30s, our early 30s, we worked together. And when she looked at me and she said she didn't have sex, now this, I'm just saying, I know that's not the question, but I'm fucking tell y'all this anyway. I was like, "Ugh, you haven't had sex? I had sex at 13. What the fuck? Don't say shit, y'all. I ain't here to be judged. I don't got my no judgment cup. Listen, the fuck. Okay. I was like, what? You never had sex? In her 30s. She popped her cherry at about 31, 32, something like that. So sometimes I mentioned that because Madison says stress free and married to their career. Some people get caught up in the plans that they have for their lives that marriage is just not, being in a relationship is just not one of those things that's a priority. But does it fuck them up when they are in their upper age, late 40s, 50s, and now they're ready to settle down? Does it fuck them up? I'm asking. Fancy K said, first impression of that 50-year-old. And she put the, you know that meme, that thinking meme. In this day and time, that's not a bad thing. This is why I fuck with y'all. You understand? This is why I fucks with y'all. In this day and age, that's not a bad thing. This person has been living their life, their best life. Now, you know, when we watched Bridgerton, right? Now, I haven't watched the new season yet, but I remember one of the focus things in Bridgerton was, I have to be married. That is my purpose. Years ago, the reason why I'm bringing that up, and we talked about this on a year ago about Bridgerton, but the reason why I'm bringing this up, Fancy K, is because you said in this day and age, it's not a bad thing, right? But there was a time There was a time, there was a day and age that it was a bad thing. There was a time. We have to start thinking when we see people in situations and living their life, we can't think in the old times. We got to think in the current times. Fancy K, thank you for that injection because that is a key injection in these days and times. Right? So when we look at this person, are we looking at them based on old ways or based on these current days and times? Johnny Hill said, and this is my question that I'm contributing, okay? Anybody else can contribute a question. Run up the topics. I'm going to go back and read the general statement. He said he had a statement, not a question. I'm going to read it in case people want to jump on that, and then I'll go back and read the comments. The general said, I don't have a question, I have a statement. So tired of white people getting over in corporate America. Hear ye, hear the fuck ye. I'm so tired of white people getting over in corporate America. You know, you just dropped a deuce and then left, got quiet. Like, what do you mean by you're tired of white people getting over in corporate America? How are they getting over? I need more. Okay. Johnny Hill said, my first impression is I can't date that person. That's the first thing I was like side eye. But then Johnny said, I don't have enough patience. That person can't see past themselves. You develop a selfishness when you have kids. Life is no longer about you. Great fucking point. Great fucking point. So, Johnny, you're saying that if you met a person and they are in their 50s, late 40s, 50s, never had children, never had a long term relationship, right? You don't have the patience to date them because one, you're saying by this time you probably have children and this person is probably self-centered, doesn't understand how to share. But how do we know that? How do we know that? We just assuming? See, the first thing that comes to my mind is um they never been in a long-term relationship. See, the kids don't bother me. You don't have kids, that's a choice. I feel like that's a choice. You don't have to have kids, right? That don't bother me. But the long-term relationship thing, you not ever being in a long-term relationship, now that's a red flag for me at 50 because I'm like, nobody want to stay with you past how long and why? But am I wrong for thinking that? I'm asking. Heart to Fire said he or she, because this could be a she too, is living their best life. Okay, let me go back up now. Fancy K said, oh, I read that. You know what, the general, that crossed my mind too, but still, that crossed my mind too, but I'm going to fuck you up in a minute with my follow up to that. The general said, could be undercover brother or sister. I thought about that. But then I said, in these days and times, in these days and times, even the undercover brothers are getting married to cover up their spot. But I did think about that. But I'm like, in these days and times, these motherfuckers are hiding because even undercovers have relationships with folk, right? But that could be. Amazon 46 Triple D and Amazon 46 Triple D, you are the reason, not you per se, but because when I saw this question floating around, and I'm going to read her comment. When I saw this question floating around, I said, at first I side-eyed it, then I said, hold up, I got people that fit this criteria. So let me fucking see what the fuck Coffee with Friends is saying about motherfuckers in their upper ages with no kids, no long-term relationships and shit. What the fuck are they saying? No kids. Amazon 46 Triple D said, I'm 55, twins. Okay. Never married, no kids. Been a while since I had a long-term relationship, although I've dated. Honestly, just never met anyone I wanted to marry. So Amazon 46 Triple D, when you are out on the dating scene, right? Because we just talking. When you are out on the dating scene, um, does this conversation, this topic of conversation ever come up? Like, why didn't you ever have children? Like, do you find yourself having to justify why you don't have children or why you're not in a long-term relationship? And do you feel that people side eye you? How does that make you feel? Okay. Um Glamour 47 said, yes, back in that time, if you were considered an old maid. So how many women are still afraid to be categorized as an old fucking maid? Right? You know how some women they try to force themselves to be in relationships because they're on a time clock. They want the kids, they want the house, they want the husband. And so they're on this time clock. Is the thinking that I don't want to be the old maid of the family? And if that's the thinking, baby, that shit went out with the times. Okay? We are in new times now. I don't think anybody should feel ashamed if they are in their 50s, upper 40s, and don't have children, never been married, or hasn't been in a long-term relationship, right? These are different times. People are not rushing to get into relationships just to be in relationships, right? But it's for the first thing we do is side eye and go, what's wrong with that person? How do we change the way we see things? Being that we're talking about old times used to see it as an old maid, new times don't see it like that. But initially, our minds went back to the old times and we were like, I'm side eyeing that person. Why? Why? Johnny Hill said, that's my first impression. And that is what I wanted, Johnny. So you answered the question correctly. Because my first impression was like, the fuck? Right? But then I had to unpack that shit. I had to unpack that shit. I specifically asked for what was your first impression? And that's what you gave me, Johnny. Yoga Girl Side said, not finding the right partner, not looking in the right places, not having relationships that turn into marriage, having a small pool from which to choose. Many reasons. There are a lot of reasons besides the person is a problem and people don't want to be with them. So how do we unpack that? You meet someone that's 50. What would you do? What in this situation? Give me an example of how you would address this conversation on date night. I'm waiting. Okay. Hearts of Fire said it could be some religious beliefs. Okay. Religious beliefs. What kind of religious beliefs? Right? If you're looking, you're not living a celibate life, but you're ready to get into a relationship now, but you're 50. Fancy K said, absolutely, back in the day, a woman would have been considered an old maid. Hey, Wealth and Success. Good morning. I am Jacinta said, okay, we got another question. Don't worry about the different questions that's going around today, y'all. This is question and answer Wednesday. So I will read the comments. We're going to be bouncing around. Keep up. This is bipolar ADHD day. Let's just keep up. I got the comments. I got y'all to the best of my ability. I will miss some. So don't cuss me out and be like, Robin, you missed my shit. Okay. I am Jacinta said, my question is for the fellas. Okay, fellas, come on. Johnny Hill, the General, McCliver, where y'all at? Protagonist, the fellas, the fellas, the fellas. Pay fucking attention. I am Jacinta says, my question is for the fellas / ladies. The ladies are always paying attention. Who are in their who is in their refining season? Okay. What are you doing differently this season? Great question. Great question. Who is in their refining season? I call it healing season. You call it refining season. Somebody else might call it something else, but that's a great question. What are you doing differently in this season, other opposed to other seasons where you want to see a difference in your life? What is it? Me? I'm going to answer that question first, right? I'm trying to put me first. I never From a little girl, I have been in survival mode, babysitting mode, taking care of my brother. Then I went right from taking care of my brother into taking care of my own child. And then when my child got old enough to get independent, he brought a child home. And I've been in grandmama mode all these years. I have not been free since the age of 13. I have not thought about myself since the age of 13 first. I have not put myself first. And every time I get into situations, I go, I'm going to do shit differently and I'm going to do shit differently and I'm going to do shit differently. And I still don't put myself first. But this season, baby, got to put myself first. I got to put myself first. Because what I have learned is ain't nobody else going to put me first. Because they should be putting themselves first. Okay? That's what I'm doing differently this season. And that's going to look crazy to some people. It is. But I got to put me first. That's my answer to I am DeCinta's question. Anybody else got an answer to I am DeCinta's question? All right. Okay. Let me go up because we got the comment section on YouTube is on fire, y'all. Damn it. Yoga Girl Sai said, I've only dated one person who we considered getting married. He ended up marrying someone else. I'm happy for both of them. Been proposed to twice, separate from him. Didn't want them and still don't. Okay? Choices, right? Now, remember, back in the day, people just got married. It wasn't about love. It wasn't about your needs. It wasn't about your dreams, your aspirations. It was just about position, being married and entering the class of married people. That's what it was back then. But today, in today's time, people are looking for happiness. People are looking for commonality across their partners. Okay? People are looking for happiness. Not just to be a part of the the marital society. So people, when you meet someone and they're in their 50s and they never had children, they've never been in a relationship, a long-term relationship, okay, and they've never been married, don't side-eye them. Don't side-eye them. Just ask your questions. You'd be surprised. Just like I asked here today. The fuck? Shirley said another question to ask is, okay, we got another motherfucking question. I love y'all. Another question to ask is why people get married at all and why the state overwhelmingly encourages it. Outside of the social signal hands off, she, he is mine, which clearly implies ownership. That's a big question. Why do motherfuckers still get married in this day and age? That's a big question because I'll live with your ass. I will. I will live with your ass and paper the fuck up. Life insurance papers, living wills, just to make sure we are covered. Why do people still get married in the state? And also, I have a follow-up question to that. Why do we still take our husband's last names? Why can't we keep our own last names? There was a post about that, right? I posted a post where it said the black man, the white lady, the black man gave up his last name and took on her last name. Okay? Why do we have to take on anybody's last name? Okay, my last name is White. I still carry my first husband's last name, and I wish a motherfucker would tell me to go and change that shit. My initials are RAW for life. Now, I might be married to you, okay? And other people might address me as Mrs. whatever that motherfucker's last name is. But on paper, I'm Robin A. White. I don't feel the need to keep changing my name. Even when my husband was like, you keeping my name? Yeah, motherfucker. I'm not changing it now. It has a nice ring to it. The fuck? What does it mean? It means nothing. Great question. Why do people still get married at all? And why does the state push it? We need answers. We got questions floating around. Don't forget, I am DeCinta's question. Okay, who is in their refining season and what are they doing different in this season that they're in? Hey, future Masuso. The general said, working wiry one who should have been fired, but keeps getting chance after chance. Okay, you said working white one who should have been fired, but keeps getting chance after chance. Mm. You know, work, you know how that go. Okay. Um, Amazon 46 Triple D said, a lot of people ask me why I don't have any kids at my age. And I always say to them, I make sure that did not happen due to the fact that I was in the church. So religious reasons, right? Because people can have kids out of wedlock, but your belief says you need a husband, right? To have a child. And that's okay. That is okay. I have a cousin who didn't wait. And she went to the sperm bank and picked out her baby. And that baby looked just like it came from our family. She went and picked out a Bermudian man, certain eyes, education, all kind of attributes to make sure that it looked like my family. Now I'm not born in Bermuda, but they are a set of my family members, my dad's side. So she looks just like us. Johnny said, I got into a disagreement because I told someone I don't do well, meaning people. Am I wrong? I got into a disagreement because I told someone I don't do well, meaning people. What do you mean meaning people? Am I wrong? Fancy K said, at I am Decenta. Here go, I am Decenta. The answer to her question of what are you doing differently in your season when you say you are entering a new season? You are in your refining season. What the fuck are you doing different? Fancy K said, I am Decenta. I am learning to do more observing. You can learn so much more when you take a minute to observe a situation, all situations. I want to hang there for a minute, Fancy K, because that was a good one. Taking a minute to observe situations, right? Because many of us get upset over things we think we see, over things we think we know, right? And it causes tension and arguments and all kind of discomfort for no reason. But a lot of times, if we step back and we observe the situation, okay, we observe the situation. There's so many more things we can learn. So many things that can change our original perspective on situations. I love that, Fancy K. I love that. Sit back and observe more and take in the motherfucking lessons. I love it. Anybody else is in their refining season? What are y'all doing different in your refining season? See, me, like I said, I'm putting me first. I'm thinking about me. And that's going to cause issues. Not on purpose, but it will. Yoga Girl Side said, if I meet someone in his 50s, I would just ask him the circumstances that led to that. I would listen with an open mind, but listen to what we're saying. See what you did, Yoga Girl Side? And I love that you did that. Why is it that when we meet somebody in their 50s, we are concerned that they are 50 and they don't have children and not married? And we go, what led you to this? Right? Who decided the right age? Now we know who decided the age for kids because our fucking asses can't really be pumping out no kids. The safe way is under 40, y'all. Anything above 40, you taking chances on chromosome, capacities and shit like that. But it can happen, right? With the technology. Right? So the children thing has kind of a time clock on it. But marriage doesn't. Long-term relationship doesn't, right? So why are we shocked when somebody 50 goes, I've never been married? Who put the age on being married? I'm asking. Hearts of Fire said, I'm having that Kevin Samuel dude vibes. What the hell is a kid? I need rest in peace. Or maybe not. I don't fucking know. But what is a Kevin Samuel dude vibes? I'm dead. Yoga Girl Sai said, back in the day, we had more black men and women who had not been affected by crack and mass incarceration. There were more of us physically and mentally available to get married. Mm. Hey, Veronica Madison. Oh, said, I prefer go fish myself. I'm dead. Okay. Instead of the old maid. I used to play those little card games with my mother. The Old Maid. I didn't see my mother on today. Yeah, I'm still scrolling. The Old Maid, Go Fish. Those were card games. Veronica Madison said, I'm dating with intention. Us. I love my lease on life now. I matter. I am the prize. I wear my heart first, but now preserving my peace. That is what you're doing in your refining season. I love it. I'm dating with intention, she says. That's what she's doing. Okay. She recognized she is the prize. Okay. She's wearing her heart first and preserving her peace. I know some people are going to be disturbed by that, right? The refining season is dangerous, y'all. It's good for you, but it fucks up relationships sometimes. Have y'all noticed that anybody in your refining season and your relationships get kind of fucked up because you start refocusing and adjusting and shit, and then other shit starts to fall apart? How do you keep the balance in your refining season and everything else? That's another question. How do you keep the balance when you're in your refining season against everything else? Because other things are going to get affected during that refining period. How do you balance that? Hearts of Fire said, I'm not being intimate with anyone, focusing on positive energy. That is okay. Hearts of Fire answered I Am DeCinta's question. That is what she's doing in her refining period. She's not intimate with anyone. She's reserving her cookies, okay? She's not dipping her shit in nobody's milk right now, all right? She's focusing on positive energy. I love it, okay? Cleaning her spirit. I love all this healing and refining shit, y'all. That makes y'all better people along the way for yourselves and for whoever you're with or might be with. Hearts of Fire said religion will marry everyone. Damn it. You know, you go to church, they want you to be married. I'm telling you, you got to be married. Mm, mm. You got to be married. Oh, I got a video request. Okay. Come through. We got somebody coming on our IG. I'm giving guests. Today is question and answer day. So listen, jump on the video. I put the guest link up for the podcast. If you want to jump on the podcast, let me know. If you can't see the link because it's scrolled all the way up to the top, I'll put it back out there. Hey, Veronica Madison. They are pissed off, but I like to be who I am. Because honestly, like you said, when you start dipping your stuff in somebody else's milk, it usually causes a problem. You know, and it's like I talk to people and they're always saying, well, Sandra, I don't know how you can get through dates without having sex. I said, I set the narrative of my dating experience. And usually when I walk in there, I don't have a chip on my shoulder or anything. But if you think that you're going to sit up there and talk to me any old way and then still tell me you coming over, that's not going to happen. Now, I'm not saying that I got to wait 50 years until I get a ring to have sex, but it does change the narrative a lot of times. You know, people start getting territorial and thinking that you belong to them and all this other stuff. I just want to have fun until I know that that person is the person that I am trying to be with. And then what happens when you decide that that is the person that you're trying to be with? What happens then? I just think it happens organically. There's no timeline. Okay. You can meet somebody and you're really feeling them. You know, initially, I'm still proceeding with caution, but at the same time, it's like, at this age, if we don't know better, then it's on you. Because, you know, I've had too many life experiences, bad relationships, poor decisions to sit back and still make them in my 50s. Yes. You know, and I just think we need to do better. And I think when I decided to do that was really when I lost my mother. She died when she was 75. And I don't feel like she really ever lived. And I decided from that day on that I wasn't messing around with these jokers no more. You know what I mean? It's like, I know what I bring to the table. I'm not saying that I'm all that and it's money or whatever. I'm just saying I'm a quality person that wants to love somebody. But I got to love myself first. Preach. I love it. I'm not getting that all the time. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to really decide, look, shit or get off the pot. And when I decided to do that, I like the person that I am. Sometimes I'm a 2-date loser because by the second date, they talking about sex and all kinds of other stuff. And I'm like, you're not my dude. Now, I've dated somebody before that we were just feeling each other. We were vibing each other. Mm-hmm. It just flowed. I kind of lost my mind with that one. But I snatched back. And what happened? What happened to dude that you lost your mind over? What happened? That's another show. Oh, okay. Talk to me about that offline or yeah, I think we did talk about it, but you know, I need more. Yeah, well, we're going to have to talk about that offline. Dating out here has pee-pee and doo-doo. Really? But I mean, you know, I'm just having fun. Yeah. I've decided that going out doesn't mean that I'm going out to meet somebody. I'm just shooting the shit like you always say. Yeah. And see what sticks up on the wall. And I go out by myself. I love it. I'm going to grow up one day and do that. Start going out by myself. I just don't do that. It'll change your life. I know. I'm going to start doing that. The only bad thing is if you're going to a bar and sitting down because you look like you're thirsty. But I go out to like clubs, dance, events, because I know I'm going to see somebody that I know, right? So I'm not really concerned about being by myself because I'm going to see somebody and talk to them a little bit. And if the mood is not right, I might stay a couple of minutes or I might leave and be like, yeah, this was a bad idea. Okay. You know, and it just depends. Now, if I pass the parking lot and it's packed, I know I'm gonna see at least 5 people that I know. Okay. Okay, because your neighborhood, right? But see here, when I jump into the city, it ain't the neighborhood. Oh, well, I don't mean the neighborhood. I meant like you know where you live. Like it might be a little bit close knit. But see, I was in Georgia and my girlfriend wasn't coming to meet me until Friday. I hung out the first 2 days by myself. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for that, Veronica Madison. I appreciate that. I love that. That's okay. It's 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. I just wanted to explain my intention with dating. It's not being arrogant. It's just wanting more. Listen, it's your choice how you want to map out your road to dating. It's not for us to determine whether that's right or wrong, right? That's something that we learn individually. You know, how we navigate our life is based on us going through this refining season that I Am Jacinta is talking about. And many of you have seemed to have gone through that or going through that and identifying things that you need to do differently or better in your life. And there's nothing wrong with that. And is it just me, or do other women feel like sometimes men can be a little intimidated lately? Because I thought that used to be us, and I feel like the roles have reversed. There's a question. I don't want the men to come for me. Pause, because I need to frame this question. Veronica Madison asked the question, y'all, because she jumped on as a guest. She asked the question, is it just her, or does it seem like the men of today, and this is not to offend anybody, this is Coffee with Friends, y'all, we just trying to unpack some shit. Is it that is some of y'all finding that the men of today are more intimidated by the hardworking woman, or the outgoing woman, or the independent woman? Do you find that more men are intimidated these days by those women? That's a question. Because I'm getting that a lot, and I downplay the things that I bring to the table because I don't really like to talk about them. Mm-hmm. I want it to just come out, and they're like, well, did you go to college? And I'm like, here we go. I said, yeah, I did. Well, do you have any advanced degrees? And sometimes I don't want to say that because I need you to know me first. That's what they asking you? Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know where the fuck you dating, but I know they don't ask me that. They don't be like, do you got degrees and shit like that? I be wanting to ask them because I be like, what? Okay. So I gotta decide whether I want to do that. But that's been coming up a lot lately. I'm like, well, damn. But what if they didn't have a college degree? What if the guy, because that's the one thing, right? What if they didn't have a college degree? Are you not interested? No, I am interested because the shmoney gets down to part of it too. And it's not about you being a lawyer or a doctor. I just need to know that you're self-sufficient. And if I fall, then we can fall Okay. So the degree is not a deal breaker. Okay, because I want to say my ass didn't get a degree until I was an adult, and so and not only that, I went through years. I didn't even graduate high school, y'all, because my truth is my truth. I went and took my GED at 17 years old when I was still going to Forest Hills High School. Back then, they wasn't fucking paying attention, and I was a single mom, and I was failing in school, and I stopped going to school, and I went to Francis Lewis High School on testing day to take my GED. Y'all know, if y'all from Queens, y'all know Francis Lewis High School. They did the test. Yes, I went there and I took my GED and I passed on the first go. And that's when I started my work life. I didn't get my degree, and I went through years, and I was already making six figures before I got one degree. Get it, Coffee with Friends t-shirt. I know that shit is right. Wait a minute. Wait, y'all. Look, stand up. She representing y'all. She representing y'all. If y'all want a t-shirt, y'all tank top, y'all know where to get the shit from. rawtodebone.com. And sweatshirt. Y'all not rocking my shit? What? So I just want to say that I got my GED and I went years, and I was already making six figures before I got one college degree. So that's why I say sometimes, sometimes I went and got my college degree and it didn't do shit for me as far as money is concerned. It's just on my paperwork. The fuck? Okay. But thank you so much, Veronica Madison. Let me get through these comment sections. I appreciate you, girl. Peace. All right, so let me go back and read these comments. That was a good one, right? I love when you guys jump on the camera. I really, really do. I appreciate you. Johnny Hill said, I'm in the process of refining myself physically. I allowed depression and complacency to get myself out of whack. I affected so many other things that brought on extra depression. So fixing my my well-meaning people who have good intentions. Yes, I love that, but are flaky on following through or coming through for you. Love it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Hey, protagonist, aka Kev. Johnny Hill said, Temple is at the top of my refining season. Johnny 2.0 on deck. Great question, I am Jacinta. Great question. Yoga Girl Size said, not concerned, just interested in his life. Okay, this is about meeting someone and dating in your 50s. Someone who has not had a long-term relationship, no kids or whatever. Yoga Girl Side said it's not a concern for her, but she just needs to unpack some things. Not concerned, just interested in his life. He could also be a fighter pilot or a photographer. Since I have a similar situation, I know that there's nothing weird or unusual about it. Cool. Right? I just want to know if y'all have patience for the older folks out here dating. Okay? Because when I date now, I'm like, I'm 55 and I'm a grandmother of 3. What the fuck? People might look at me and go, there's a lot of motherfuckers in my age bracket that don't have grandchildren yet. Right? So when I meet a guy and I go, I got 3 grands, they probably like, what? My kids ain't even have. So I'll automatically become a grandfather getting with you. That might be a problem for some people. Right? But I don't give a fuck. It's what I'm bringing. Okay. Protagonist said, a lot of girls I should be with, I can't because of their religious beliefs. Hey, Blissfully Evolving. Hey, Ravish Cocktails. Fancy K said self-love. Love it. All right, let me go up because I know I missed some shit up here. Okay, let me go up. All right. Fancy K said, how do y'all feel about your significant other being friends with the opposite sex? I am personally okay with it. What do y'all think? Great question. Great fucking question. How do you feel about your significant other having friends of the opposite sex? That's a great question. I'm going to answer that, right? That was a problem for my ex. He didn't like the shit at all with me having guy friends, right? Because I'm assuming that this question is going both ways. Women having men friends, men having female friends, right? Me, I don't give a fuck because I feel like We have navigated through elementary school, through junior high school, through high school, and we didn't only mingle with the same sex, right? Some of us have friends that we came through school with. I have several male friends that I am fucking close with. Like, I could call these dudes at any time and they would be like, "What you need?" They are just my friends. Okay. One of them has a whole wife. Okay. And she knows me and she ain't got no problem with me. Okay. And the other friend, y'all know AG. And I hang out with my coworkers who are men. I work in an industry with a lot of men. They're not my friends, they're my associates, they're my coworkers. But my husband used to have a fit. I used to be like, "What? How do you go through life not having friends of all sexes?" I don't have a problem with it as long as it is managed respectfully. Meaning this: if my man has female friends, they know me. There ain't no secret about who these female friends are. You could go out with your female friends by yourself. Yes, you can. But they have to establish, like, something has to be established with me and them. Like, I have to know them, be comfortable with them, or whatever the case may be. But I can't stop my man from having friends of the opposite sex. I'm okay with it as long I'm putting the burden on him. It's for him to make me feel comfortable, to present those friendships to me in a respectable manner, just like it's for me to present my friends to him in a respectable manner. If your female friends can't call you and talk to you when I'm present, I have a problem. If your female friends can't come over to the barbecues that we give, then I have a problem. If your female friends are only inviting you to their events and I'm not invited, or you're not bringing me, then I have a problem. It all depends on how you navigate that shit through the relationship. Okay? Y'all got to make it be okay, cuz and do it respectfully. People have friends of all, but what do y'all think? Cheryl said the act of marriage as it is structured right now in the USA is enough to make many people nowadays not want to marry. It's a Western construct. And that's why motherfuckers shack up. Right? That's why motherfuckers shack up. The funny thing about society is that one minute we say we're all different, we're all individuals, it's democracy, right? And then as soon as, one person decides to shack up with their man, here you go with all these motherfuckers who don't believe in that go, "Oh my God, why you can't get married? Oh my God." So are we democracy? Are we free? Do we, are we living in a diverse society, or does everybody have to do exactly the same motherfucking thing? It's a Western construct. Do what works for you. Okay? The other day, I was watching a video, actually yesterday, Hoda Husband's podcast, another funny podcast that I follow. They posted a video of a woman talking about her man is the leader in her house. Okay. Whatever he says goes. Right. She said, if I bring an idea to him and I'm telling him that I want to do this and I'm so excited about it and he say no, then I'm not doing it. Because whatever he the fuck say goes. He has the last fucking word. That's what she said. And people jumped on the thing and was like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." And I said, I don't give a fuck. Do what works for you. That make you happy? That's what you like? That's your relationship? It ain't my relationship. If you like your man to tell you everything to do and that works for you and you happy, your business, and I move the fuck on. Right? I tell people this all the time. Do what fucking works for you. Western construct. If you don't want to get fucking married, do what works for you. Okay? Cheryl Lee said, I know women. Oh, we got a guest. All right. Oh my God. I'm excited. I'm excited because I love her. All right, I'm gonna read two more comments and I'm going to the guest. Cheryl Lee said, I know women and men burned by the divorce process, and the financial and emotional stress of it is horrific. Owning is person was called slavery. Owning a person. Okay. Amazon 46 Triple D said, learn from others what not to do in relationships. I try to avoid red flags like the plague. Well, let's the fuck see what she gonna say her damn self. Hey, Amazon 46 Triple D. Let me turn this shit around so IG can get a little. Hey,
Hey, girl.
hey, let's
I
go.
had to. I had to come outside to in order to talk because I was like, no, I had to get in on this one.
Listen, there go that voice. I love that accent. Go ahead
Basically,
now.
basically what happened is this. I it's like growing up, you always had that thing beat in the back of your head, when you because I grew up Seventh Day Adventist.
I
And
know.
it's oh don't and don't. So I learned how to don't behind hiding.
Yeah.
So I was making sure that I would never get caught out there by getting pregnant.
Mm.
As the time went on and I started like dating a lot of different people, you know, I met people that I liked, but I didn't love enough to say I want to pursue a personal or a permanent relationship with them to see me having kids with them. They were
Right.
good enough to date, but not enough to have kids with. So I was like, okay, now I'm as I got older and I started meeting all these idiot people. Hey, morning. And I started meeting all these idiot people. I decided, you know what? I'ma just stay to myself. So a lot of times people would ask me out on dates. After initial conversations with people, I don't want to go out on a date with you because sometimes it just don't click for me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to waste your time and I sure ain't gonna waste mine.
Right.
A lot of times too, you go out with a guy one time and they ready for the panties. You
Yeah.
don't know how the coochie get washed. You don't know how the coochie eat, but you want to jump up on it, you know? And
I
for
love
me, that is something that for me, that's a red flag for me.
it.
I
Okay.
like sex. I love sex. Don't get me wrong. But if that's going to be your initial conversation, instead of trying to get to know the person behind the coochie,
Yeah.
then I usually have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't date a lot now because it's just annoying.
Yeah.
And me and you have had the conversation where I said to you, you said to me, how you expect to find somebody if you're in the house? But a lot of times I'm just better by myself.
Yeah.
I don't have any stress. You know, I don't have any issues when I'm by myself. I go out a lot by myself. I
Yeah.
am by myself a lot.
Yeah.
And I enjoy my own company.
Yeah.
So I
I
don't
love it.
know.
I love it. Well, you know, Juanita, I appreciate you jumping on here. I see you at work. The hospital is
Yes,
behind
yes.
you. And you came out from your desk just
Look,
to join Coffee with
see my
Friends.
building?
Yeah, I see it. I
And
love
everybody passing and looking at me like, what's she doing outside? She usually not outside until later.
I love it. Well, Juanita, you know, I always say you're gonna find someone. I
Yes,
always
so
say you're gonna find someone that's going to bless your life.
and the thing about it is, me, I'm a good person because I don't cheat. I don't stress you. I don't, I'm always ready to be the person that will work with you with anything and everything. I
Hmm.
don't complain about stuff. If you fucking get on my nerves, I'll tell you about it, but I'm not holding a grudge. 'Cause, like I said, we ain't going to sleep angry.
Yeah, I love
But
that.
it's just these days, I don't know where people heads at.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not trying to be a therapist.
I know that's right. Well, thank
So
you so much for joining Coffee with Friends.
yes,
I appreciate that. Amazon 46 Triple D. Anybody is welcome to join in. Well, I know you're gonna find somebody because you have a great heart and you deserve the beauty of life, all of it.
I
All
try.
right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Amazon 46 Triple D. Thank you so much. I love it when you guys join in and participate because this is therapeutic for me. Okay. I hope it's therapeutic for other people. Protagonist says, I don't believe in marriage, but I believe in commitment. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that shit. Cheryl Lee said, fact, marriage papers get you some legal papers. Fuck marriage papers. Get you some legal papers. I know all about that shit. Believe you me. Hey, Natalia. Hey, Lele. Um, Everyone is not supposed to be married. Period. I am Jacinta, but the world needs to understand that shit. Like motherfuckers look at people and go, "You not married?" No, everybody don't have to be married, right? Uhu said, my mom is getting married for the third time in September. It's her ex from 28 years ago. I- Listen, that's mama's choice. I ain't got no. Listen, I tell people all the time, do what fucking works for you. I done had two husbands, two people that had the title of husband. Okay, the fuck. Okay, so I might be like your mama, but not with my ex. Even though I have a great ex. I said a great ex, not great exes. The fuck. Okay. Protagonist says, I go out by myself. Hearts of Fire says, I have always gone places alone. Don't miss out on life waiting for other people. Yoga Girl side, that's why I fucks with you, Raw. You handled your biz at 17. I did. I had a kid. I had to handle my biz. Got my GED, and my first job was at the Bank of New York. Y'all remember that bank? Had to do it. Protagonist says, I graduated college and I don't tell girls because they need to know me, not my financial potential. Even college degree don't really give yeah, it give you a financial potential, but sometimes that potential never realizes itself. It never happens for some people. How many motherfuckers go to college, come out of college, and can't get into the careers that they choose? That they chose, paying student loan monies on shit that they can't even execute on. Okay. My college degrees didn't do shit for me. Well, I shouldn't say they don't do shit for me. I shouldn't say that. They do open up doors for me, right? People do look at my resume because I have degrees, right? Whereas when I just had my GED, I had to fight a little bit more. I had to fight. I had to fight, fighting all my life, right? Self-love, Fancy K said. Fancy K said, at Interior Rua Squad, we got to get a t-shirt and, like you say, add your social media handle on the back. Then go to the East Coast and actually have coffee with our friends. Listen, y'all want to get a t-shirt, okay? A sweatshirt, a tank top, anything to represent coffee with friends. Website is rawtothebone.com. It's easy. Rawtothebone.com. I love seeing Veronica Madison rock my tank top today. I appreciate you, right? Rawtothebone.com. I sell these t-shirts and shit like that because y'all know money goes into this. I show up here free, but this microphone wasn't the fuck. Well, it was free. It was a gift, right? But all the other shit that I'm operating on is not free. And this podcast cost me a monthly yearly cost. So even though I show up here for free, I got to do things that generate money. So my website is rawtothebone.com. Support a sister. That's it, and that's all. I got caps and I got t-shirts. Fancy K said, Interior Rule Squad, we got to go shopping on the website. I would appreciate it. This is how I keep Coffee with Friends moving. Okay? Because other than that, a sister is paying for this on her own just to show up here free. Ghost Mom says, I'm trying to fuck on the first date, no matter the connection. Well, I be damn it. Well, listen, the honesty is there. The fuck? I can't be mad. Who trying to fuck on the first date? Not me. I never had a one night stand, and I don't fuck on the first date. I have never. Never, never, never. Not that I'm judging anybody that does it, but he's just being honest. I can't be mad at him. He said he fucking on the first date. He's expecting to fuck on the first date. Shirley said, "Oh shit, that's patriarch system. The husband has the last word because he's responsible and has to answer to God about his family's outcome." Yep. And I said, if she love it, I love it. That's her house. It ain't mine. My address is over here. It don't affect me. Sis, do you? That's how I felt. Good morning, mother. Good morning. Now you join. Veronica Madison said, "Oh, Ravish Cocktails, good morning. Hey, Lulu Bells." Fancy K said, "What would y'all do if you find out one of your friends dated the person you are currently dating, talking to?" Oh my God, it is 9:10. That's a question. What would y'all do if you find out one of your friends dated a person you are currently dating and talking to? What would y'all do? That's a good question. Would you quit the person because your friend used to date them? Huh? But they didn't know. You're saying, what would you do if you find out one of your friends dated the person you were currently dating and talking to? One, my question, Fancy K, is how did you find out? Did they come and tell you themselves or did you find out other ways? See, it would depend, right? If my friend saw that I was dating this guy and my friend didn't say anything to me about it, then I would be upset. I'd be like, why didn't either one of y'all just say y'all motherfuckers used to date? Right now, if I told my friend that I was interested in dating this guy and she was like, well, I used to date him and I went ahead and dated him anyway, then oh well. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? How would you feel if you find out the person you're dating used to date your friend? Veronica Madison said, fuck that. Where he says go shit. This is a partnership. I'd be ready to be peace. But that's her situation. That's why I tell people all the time. People have to deal with their relationships the way they fucking want to deal with them. We got to stop being a society where we look at other people's relationships and we go, y'all doing it wrong. Y'all should be doing it this way. No, they not. They doing it the way they motherfucking feel like doing it. We need to understand and respect that people navigate their relationships the way they want to. Don't judge me. I won't judge you. The fuck? Fancy K said, I agree wholeheartedly. Do what works for you. Because I don't give a fuck. Because I've learned that when people told me how my marriage was supposed to go, I done 2 marriages down. And I tried to do cookie cutter shit. No more. Now I'm doing raw shit. Whatever raw the fuck likes, I'm doing raw shit. And that man that courts me and claims me and pulls me into his fold is going to understand that. He gonna be like, I love her the way she is. And we listen, and we both gonna have voices. But that's what I want. That's what I expect out of my relationship. Okay? Ghost Mom said, if I found that out, I'd fuck again and then let it go. I can't date a woman I know my friends have fucked. Why not? I just want to know why. I know why I wouldn't want to date somebody that my friends fucked, but why not? I want to know what you say. Fancy K said, Veronica Madison, I agree. It's a partnership. No, Amazon is not from Trinidad. She's from St. Croix. Okay. She's from St. Croix. Yes, after the second date, they are looking to bone. Veronica Madison, their heads are getting it easier somewhere else. Stay on point, sister. I'm there for you at Amazon. Okay. It is 9:12, and we're gonna start winding down. I'm gonna finish reading these comments and then I'm gonna go to closing. All right, y'all. I appreciate this shit. Question and answers on Wednesdays. Question and assholes. Okay. Um Fancy K said, I love that. This is to protagonist. Believing in that commitment is powerful. Protagonist says he don't believe in marriage, but he believes in commitment. Because how many motherfuckers are married without a commitment? But that's another conversation. That's a whole nother fucking topic. Okay? I'm just the fuck saying. Ravish Cocktail says, I'm 32, divorced, but still believe in marriage. Just make sure it's the right person. That's it and that's all. And that's okay, Ravish Cocktails. And we respect that, right? You still believe in marriage. A part of me still believes in marriage too, even though I'm 2 down. Right? But I believe in shacking up too. And eventually marriage, I don't know. I'm real conservative. It all depends for me. Like, I'm really scary to be in a marriage without kind of living with you a little while first. I don't know. But then sometimes living together takes away from the actual marriage. I don't know. It's hard out here on the boulevard. But a part of me still believes, and I'm 55, Ravish Cocktails, and a part of me still believes in marriage. Okay. Johnny Hill said, unless there are some serious red flags, I don't care and I don't want to know about your relationship. Ghost Mom says, because they know what she looks like naked. I knew that was it. I knew that had to be it. But aren't we on social media half the time naked anyway, half these women? Don't we know what half these motherfuckers look like anyway? Only thing we might not see is the inside of their pussy. But I get it. Okay. Oh, he said, and how good she sucked dick and all the things my friends should know about my woman. I know that shit is right. They're going to be like, we know how she sucked dick. She sucked it good. No, nobody want their friends to be talking shit like that. Ravish Cocktail says, been proposed to twice, married once, divorced after 4 months. I admit it was fast and shouldn't have, but I'm ready to do that with the right partner, and that's okay. We navigate through life, and what we pick up, what you get from that, learn lessons. We all do shit, and we be like, what the fuck did I do? But whatever it is that you did, guess what the fuck? You should have walked away with a learned lesson. And like you said, you are still open to marriage with the right person. And you're going to pack all those learned lessons in a suitcase. And then when it come time, you're going to unpack them and be like, I learned this, I learned that, and apply them shits to the new person that you meet. That's it. And that's all. Ghost said, I don't deal with women that promotes her body half naked on social media. I fuck those kind, but I don't take them serious. Y'all ladies listening? Are y'all listening? If y'all posting pictures with your titties out and your thongs, some of these men out here said they gonna fuck you. They're not gonna marry you though. But Cardi B got fucking married. Let's see if Megan Thee Stallion get married. These motherfuckers out here marrying them shit. Sierra's married. The fuck? Fancy K said, "Woo, child, that student loan payment is something serious, right?" I feel Fancy K. I'm gonna call the university and figure out if I can give my damn degrees back and just not pay this loan. Cause I'm like, I don't fucking need these shits. The fuck? Crazy. Sherilyn said, Roy, your curl definition is on point. Thank you, boo. Her giving hair. They don't pay me, but that's the hair that's in my head. If anybody wanted to know, her giving hair. Their curls are always popping. I love it. Thank you. Hey, Doreen. Good morning. Veronica said honesty is key, but that ain't my guy. Laugh out loud. Fancy K said I have never had one night stand either, and I definitely ain't trying to fuck on the first date, especially because I'm scared. I be like, I need to know a little bit about you. Not that if I fuck you on the fifth date, that don't mean, the same shit ain't gonna happen. But I don't know. I just never had a one night stand, and I never fucked on the first date. But that's just me. I'm not judging anybody who did it or who does it. Veronica Madison said, at Ravish Cocktails, you are young to have been through all of that. I know, 32. Young. Take your time, sis. You got your learned lessons, though. You got your learned lessons. Johnny Hill said, I tell you what, if this thing don't work with my wife, I ain't doing this ish again. I might be in a relationship, but my legs are broken. I can't walk down that aisle. A lot of men hate to be remarried more than once, right? Men be like, fuck this. I'm done. I hear you, Johnny. But things are going to work out with you and the missus, right? I love it. Veronica Madison said, my friend's sister was married to someone I dated. Your friend's sister. But was she your friend? Because you said your friend's sister. That's not your friend. And did she know that you dated them? And what the fuck they say? Ghost Mob said, just because you fuck on the first date doesn't mean I look at you like a hoe. It doesn't. People get married. Some people have been in long-term relationships with motherfuckers. They fucked on the first date. I agree with you, Ghost Mob. It all depends on how you carry yourself up until that point. I agree with you, Ghost Mob. It's just something that I never did. But I agree. That don't mean you a hoe. And it don't mean the man is going to look at you like a hoe. But can I ask this question? And then we got to move to closure, right? Why the fuck is it always if the woman give it up on the first day, she a hoe? Why he not a hoe? He giving it up on the first date too, no? I'm confused. Who said cut them both loose and go fuck someone else? Ooh, get off my live, all right? always got to come in here and bust a whole nut. All right. But I hear you, sister. Fancy K said, amen. So many are married with no commitment. So true. That commitment is baby. Can I get the commitment? Fuck the marriage. Can I get a commitment? I had 2 husbands. Neither one of them gave me the commitment that I needed. Okay? And I'm not here for face. Commit to me. I need that motherfucking commitment. That shit is deep, yo. See, Doreen, she fucked on the first date and she got married. See, it don't mean shit. It don't mean you a hoe. But I just want to know why he not a hoe. Why are we always questioning if she the hoe? The fuck? Okay? Ooh, you still here? Ooh, say, if I'm not married at 50, I'll marry myself. Coffee with Friends is invited. Invite us. Okay? Do we have to sign an NDA? Because anywhere y'all go with me, y'all sign an NDA. The fuck? I don't, people talk. Ghost Mob said, we are still considered hoes. We just don't care. And society calls us the man for being one. Well, that's the truth. That's the motherfucking truth on this motherfucking Hump Day Wednesday. I appreciate y'all. I do. I really do. Today was questions and assholes or answers day. For all those that don't know what I mean when I say assholes, I always say opinions are like assholes. And so when we come to the table on Coffee with Friends and we do question and answers day, we are giving our opinions. We are giving our perspectives, all right? In which each one of us, no matter how harsh or how painful some of these perspectives might be, we respect them all. We don't have to agree. We have to learn to agree to disagree and keep it motherfucking moving. But everybody's opinion counts. Just like everybody got an asshole, everybody got an opinion. And that's what makes the world go round. And that's why we have question and opinion / asshole Wednesdays, right? I come in here, I throw out a question. You guys throw out questions or statements, a testimony, jumps on here and talks a little bit about yourself. This is what we do. This is how we grow. This is how we learn. We learn from each other. Right? We got someone on here, 32 years old, that got married, that been through a lot at 32. Still has hope for marriage. Right? And then we got some motherfuckers on here that say, like Johnny Hill, if my mean shit don't work out between me and my wife, I'm the fuck done. Then we got people on here that are far beyond wanting marriage, but they want the motherfucking commitment. So whether you meet someone and they're 50 or 30 or 40, the age shouldn't matter, right? Getting to know each other through questions is a healthy way to start, right? Not side-eyeing people, not saying it's an automatic red flag because someone is in their late 40s or 50s with no kids and know this and know that. Right? These are different days and times. See, some of y'all want to date in the new world, but apply the old world shit to our relationships. We got to choose. Are we following the old standards or are we following the new standards? Right? We can't operate in today's world and date with the new norms and then try to inject some of these old shits. Okay? We got to figure out what we doing and what matters. This is probably why a lot of us run into walls in the dating because we put so many obstacles in our way. Oh no, he 50, he ain't never had no kids. I don't want him. Why? He might be a good motherfucking man. He might be a good fucking man. We got to give people a chance. Let me finish reading these comments and then I'm going to move to closure. Oh, said, I used to fuck when I met them when I was young. I've slowed down a lot. Now I'm on second date. OMG, I just love you. I threw you off my live though, and you still here. So get ooh, y'all. Ghost said, oh wait, Cheryl Lee said they both hoes, but how you hoeing is the question. Okay. Ghost Mom said, I'm actually meeting the person I talked about in a previous show that did me dirty and wanted to kill me, but left instead. I unfortunately had a kid with her, and it's graduation day. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm out. Well, Ghost Mom, please join the show tomorrow and let me know how that motherfucking day went. And congratulations to what you say, a daughter, right? Baby girl or baby boy? Congratulations on graduation day. I love it. All right. Do your shit, Ghost Mob. Natalia said, it's so sad most people come out of college in huge debt. Most are not even in fields they got degrees in, period. Okay. One reliable sense said, getting it on the first date. What about if they already have history? Maybe it was time. True. That's different. I don't consider that first date. If you've had history with the person, you've been hanging out for years and whatever the fuck, talking. I don't know if that's a first date fuck, right? Because there's a relationship that was building. That's a good one. Hey, J. Joe. Veronica Madison says she was an acquaintance. It was years and many moons after they broke up, and she married and divorced again. All right. Natalia said, dang, they removed my comment. Oh, what was the comment? You know, IG and Facebook be on some shit. That's why I tell y'all, get your asses on YouTube, because Facebook and IG, that hate shit, that bully shit, they are taking stuff down. They won't even let you comment. That's why y'all got to come over here to YouTube. Okay. Hey, Money Green 28. Veronica Madison said, grad day from child support almost over day. Oh, congratulations to your son. And child support is almost over, somebody said. Well, not if he goes to college, right? You got until 21. The fuck? Uh, y'all are funny. But anyway, y'all, this was Coffee with Friends, and y'all know I'm your host, Raw to the Bone, and today is hump day, y'all. Make sure you go to the link in my bio. I see how many eyeballs I have. IG, if you're on IG, fill me up with them hearts right now. I want to see them hearts coming across my screen. If you are on Facebook, which I doubt anybody's on Facebook right now, but just say, hey, hit the like button, give me the heart or whatever. If you are on YouTube, give me the thumbs up, never the thumbs down. Make sure you are subscribing to my channel. All right. And you are hitting the bell. Coffee with Friends After Dark was held on May 27th. Some of my Coffee with Friends members forgot or missed it. I'm going to have another one in June. All right. I don't know the date yet because June is, I have some dates that freed up for me in June. So I don't know. I'm going to keep clear of Juneteenth weekend, but maybe the weekend after Juneteenth or the weekend before. I'm not sure yet. Right. So I will be having another Coffee with Dark. Coffee with Dark, a Coffee with Friends After Dark episode, which only airs on YouTube. So if you're not following me on YouTube, you better, right? Because Coffee with Friends 8 a.m. streams across Facebook, IG, and YouTube, right? But Coffee with Friends After Dark only. That was Memorial Weekend. Yeah, it was the Friday. Only on YouTube. All right. So get with it, y'all. Let's see what the motherfucking vibes are that we leaving out on today. Uh, oh no, I didn't want to play that. No, I found some new music, y'all. Wait a minute, because I found some shit that might not. What the hell is that? Wait, I gotta find some music. No. I know you told. How about this? This is music on YouTube. Oh, wait, Protagonist. Let me tell you something. Protagonist, I want to say this before we hang up, that I appreciate you, right? A couple of weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that I need music for my show. I need an outro, I need an intro, and I need it for both Coffee with Friends, and I need it for Coffee with Friends After Dark. Okay, no go music right now, Johnny Hill. All right, that's the copyright infringement music. The other one, I'm trying to stay away from that. But Protagonist reached out to me, and he said, "I got you, Raw. I'm going to do some music." to get some samples for you so that you can use it on your show. I mean, I got to pay for it, but the mere fact that you motherfuckers come through when I tell you I need something, I love it. This society is really trying me. Y'all heard the words to that? All right. And anyway, guys, make sure you join tomorrow, 8 a.m., Coffee with Friends. I will be here same time, different topic. We'll see what it is tomorrow. And with that, I'm out. Going for now. Never for, not forever. Peace. I don't know what's playing, but this is what the fuck y'all getting today. And with that, I'm out. Hey, peace. I feel like taking off and finding a place with a view, so peace.